Welcome to Disneyland. Long day, I'm waiting for my shuttle.
Hi guys, so today we'll be discussing a foolproof Hong Kong and Macau trip plan. I will be discussing all the major points like best time to visit, where you will stay there, your visa and flight requirements, and also the whole 10-day and 7-day itinerary with you here. I promise after seeing this video, it will be very easy and convenient for you to plan your trip and you won't miss any of the important tips you will need to plan a visit to Hong Kong. So let's begin with the best time to visit Hong Kong. Well, the best time to visit Hong Kong is from the months of November to February. It's pleasant there. The climate will be very good and convenient when you visit from November to February. But then too you can visit in April and May as it is just the beginning of summers here and it will be convenient then too to travel around Hong Kong here. So you also have to carry your umbrellas while traveling because there will be small showers here and there when you visit Hong Kong. So about your flights and visas. So there are direct flights from many of the major cities like Delhi and Mumbai. So we traveled via Delhi from Mumbai. So the flight price via Delhi was shown lesser. So we took that option as a budget option. But you can also fly directly from Mumbai to Hong Kong. It's just a 5.5 hour flight whether you take it from Mumbai or Delhi. So now we'll talk about your visa. So specifically if you go from India and you are an Indian citizen, you have to just fill up a pre-arrival form which is there in the website, Hong Kong website, and then you have to just wait for its approval and then you are free to go. So it gets approved very quickly if you are from the cities of Mumbai. We didn't have any issue there, but please do make sure that the details are exactly written in the same manner as it is in the passport. If there is even a single spelling mistake and anything wrong which does not match your passport, they will not allow you to board the flight from India itself. We had seen many of the tourists and they were not allowed to board the flight because they had some errors which did not match their passport, and then they had to just again go through the whole procedure to fill up the pre-arrival form there, and once that got approved they had to take another flight and come to Hong Kong. So this is something you have to really take care of. It is a free procedure. You just have to fill the pre-arrival form from their website and then just get that approval, take that printout and do take it in the airport and show it. It's just very simple, but do make sure all the details match exactly as they are in the passport. Well, if the pre-arrival form approval gets rejected, then you have to apply for a physical visa. So next we'll discuss how to commute around Hong Kong. Well, it is very easy to commute around Hong Kong. I must say the Octopus card is the solution for all your commuting issues. Once you arrive the Hong Kong airport, you just buy an Octopus card from the airport itself, and then this Octopus card will work everywhere in the Hong Kong city, in the trams, metro trains, buses, everywhere. You just have to refill the Octopus card. You can refill it very easily near the tram stations, in some 7-Eleven stores. Many convenience stores have these facilities to refill the card, and also you can refill it in the metro stations also. They deduct some of the card fees and then the rest you can use in the trams and trains, and you will just have to swipe the card every time you travel somewhere. You can also use these cards in the convenience stores to buy anything and purchase the products there too. So please keep in mind, Octopus card is a must when you want to commute around Hong Kong. It's a hassle-free card, and the commute is very hassle-free when you buy an Octopus card, and with that card it's really easy to travel around Hong Kong. Now let's talk about commuting in Macau. Well, in Macau too, there are local buses and taxis, but the best solution is if you want to commute around Macau for free, you can do it from the casino shuttles. There are casino shuttles available everywhere near the bus stops, near the main bus terminal, near the ferry terminals, to all the casino hotels. Well, Macau is the Las Vegas of Asia, so you will mainly visit all the casinos in Macau. So it is very easy to hop on and off through these casino shuttles, which runs free of cost in whole of Macau. If you really want to know how I did it in detail, do check out the I button above. I have shown everything in this video here. So now let's talk about your stay options. First, I will talk about Macau. So in Macau, you have two options. Either you stay in a casino hotel, which is located right in the Macau Strip, and you can just enjoy the casinos there in the hotel. And also there is another option, which is a budget option, where you can just stay outside the Macau Strip hotel resort, which too are very good and luxurious. We got a good deal outside Macau Strip, and it was just worth visiting this hotel. And also, an Indian restaurant was just nearby the hotel we stayed. And we also had a casino hotel next to us, which helped us to travel around Macau, because we got a shuttle from that casino hotel to travel around Macau, and everything went very smooth. If you want the name of the hotel, just log into my website www.travelclever.co.in and go in the Hong Kong Macau travel plan. You will just have all the details about where I visited and how to plan your trip, and also the name of all these stays there in my article in the website. Now let's talk about your Hong Kong hotel. So if you are an Indian, and if you need Indian food a lot, then you can stay near a Simsha Sui area, where you will find lot of Indian restaurants around. Well, for us, we opted a stay at the Shuang Wen area, which is also a central area, and we could just navigate to all the attractions easily, as the hotel was located right next to the metro station and the bus terminal too. So it was a very good option to stay there, and we stayed in a hotel apartment. You can check out the video of the hotel apartment here in the I button above. Also, if you plan to book all these hotels, do visit my website. You will get all the details in the blog post of my Hong Kong Macau 10-day itinerary. Please do check it out. Now let's talk about food, where you will find food in Macau and Hong Kong. Well, there are Pizza Hut and Subway everywhere. And also you can find Indian restaurants. I will tell you, I had a very good experience at this Indian restaurant, which was very near to where we stayed in Macau, the Woodlands restaurant. They have a chain in Hong Kong too. You can check it out there too. Also, you can get lot of Indian restaurants and food options in Hong Kong. There is this Simsha Sui area specifically, where you will find lot of Indian restaurants. Also, there is a popular outlet there called Ibinzers, so you can check it out. It in the Gongping village specifically. When we went there, they serve Indian food like paneer sabzi, samosas, naan. So you can also look out for this outlet and just have food there. It was very good. Now let's talk about your itinerary. I will tell you a 10-day itinerary, but you can shorten it to a 7-day according to your preferences. I will tell you which of the attractions are must visit and which you can skip, and how you can shorten your trip if you just have a week's time. So let's start how we traveled. On day 1, we visited Macau from the Hong Kong airport itself. So once we landed in the Hong Kong airport, we took our Octopus card, and then after purchasing the Octopus card, we took a B4 bus outside the airport, and from that bus we went to the Hong Kong Macau bus terminal. After reaching the Hong Kong Macau bus terminal, you again have to go through the immigration process to enter Macau. After doing that, you can purchase the bus ticket right from there to Macau, and you can easily reach Macau bus terminal, and then from there you can catch a cab to your resort. Or also you can, if you are staying in a casino hotel, you have lot of casino shuttles. You can check, you can just find out the shuttle for your casino from the bus terminal, and you can reach your casino hotel for free. Well, on day one, we were really tired after a 6 hour journey, and so we relaxed inside the hotel itself. Of course, we went for lunch to an Indian restaurant nearby our resort, which was very good, and then we relaxed in the hotel, and also checked out the amenities inside the resort itself, as we were staying in a resort hotel. After that, on day two, we went for a day trip in Macau. So we took a casino shuttle, and then first we reached the point where Sanedo Square, which is a popular place. You will find European buildings there, and then also it was very photogenic. We went to Saint Paul Ruiz, which is a popular place there, again a tourist place. And then in the evenings, we went to the Macau Strip, where we enjoyed visiting all the casino hotels, clicking pictures of the strip, and it was very convenient to travel around Macau in the evening too, through these casino shuttles. If you really want to know in detail how we did a trip in Macau, please do check the link in the I button, and also check the links of the stays there in on our website. Again, I'm just repeating, this will be very helpful for you. So now on day 3, we checked out from our hotel and we left for Hong Kong in the ferry. We again got a shuttle from the casino hotel near our resort, and just reached the ferry terminal, and then from there we boarded the ferry. I must say the ferry experience too was very good. The ferries were very well maintained, luxurious, and then we easily reached the port in Hong Kong. Again, when you enter Hong Kong, you will need to pass the immigration process again. So they give you some chits in the Hong Kong airport, which is like a visa or an entry sticker. So you have to just keep all these documents, the pre-arrival registration form, print out everything with you intact, because you will need everything again when you enter Hong Kong from Macau. So after passing the immigration process, we checked into our hotel. Luckily our hotel was just opposite the ferry terminal, which was very convenient for us. We just went walking to our hotel and just relaxed for the evening, and then in the late evening we left for the Victoria Harbour. This is a very famous place in Hong Kong. If you want to have a look at the city vibes, then you please visit Victoria Harbour. Also, you can see the Symphony of Lights show at the Victoria Harbour. The Symphony of Light show is very famous. It happens every evening at the Victoria Harbour. You can take a look at the Symphony of Lights from the Avenue of Stars. The Avenue of Stars is probably the handprints of the famous celebrities in Hong Kong, and you can check that out. And from there, you will get a good view of the Symphony of Lights. So please search Avenue of Stars on Google Maps, reach that point, enjoy the evening there. In the evening, you can also check out the Symphony of Lights and come back to your hotel and rest for the day. So the next day, which is day 4, you will visit the Disneyland. Disneyland, which is the heart of Hong Kong. I mean, if you are an adult or child, doesn't matter. Disneyland is always a favorite place of everyone. So I suggest you don't skip the Disneyland theme park, as you will have a lot of fun inside Disneyland. Even if it is crowded, the crowd is very well managed by the staff, and you probably prefer going on weekdays, which will avoid rush there. And also buy the tickets online. For great deals and buying tickets, do visit my website. I have left all the links on my website. It will be very helpful for you. In Disneyland, you can carry food inside, so that is a very important tip. And there are a lot of such important tips which will help you plan a smooth Disneyland trip. I have made a whole video of how you will visit the Disneyland. You can just check it out. There are 10 important tips you keep in mind, and you will have your best Disneyland trip ever. So do check this video on the I button above. So now talking about your day 5. Your day 5, as you will be very very tired after visiting the whole day in the Disneyland in the previous day. So you take it a bit slow. You start your mornings late, relax, have a good sleep in the night, and then in the evening leave for the Victoria Peak. Victoria Peak again is inside the city itself, and it was very near to our apartment hotel. It was just a 15-minute tram ride. You can experience the trams in Hong Kong, which too is a different experience there. You can get a tram ride inside the city. So, Victoria Peak, we went to the Victoria Peak through the famous tram ride, which is a vertical tram ride, and it was a unique experience. So, I would suggest to take the tram ride up to the peak. If you are on a budget, you can check out buses also. There are direct buses going to the peak. You can go before sunset, as the sunsets are very beautiful at this time, and there are queues for the tickets. So I would suggest again to book these tickets online to avoid the queues there. Again, the links are mentioned in the website. So you will just visit the peak. There is a huge mall inside the Victoria Peak. You can just shop there, dine, enjoy the spectacular city views, the lightning sky towers from the Victoria Peak, and then get back to the hotel in after the evening and rest for the day. Again, on day 6 you will visit Ocean Park. Ocean Park again is a beautiful theme park. If you have kids, you can definitely visit this theme park too. There are cable car rides from where you get a beautiful view of oceans, and also there are aquariums inside. Also there's a unique train ride there, and most of the rides are thrill rides, which is on the top of the mountains. There are different shows. It is also popular for the panda. You can see the panda inside the Ocean Park. I would suggest you go to the Ocean Park, but you have already been to Disneyland Park, and if you feel you have lesser days, you can skip the Ocean Park, as it is again a theme park. But if you have time, definitely visit this theme park too. You can also do the cable car ride in the Gongping when you visit the Big Buddha. So you will anyways do the cable car ride there too. So it's upon you whether if you have time, definitely visit the park, or else you can skip it. On day 7 you will visit the Big Buddha. Big Buddha again was one of my favorite places in Hong Kong. It is in Lantau Island, but you can easily reach all these places, maybe the theme park, Victoria Peak, everything through the train or trams easily. Even if the Lantau Island is a bit far, there was connectivity till there too. We easily visited Lantau Island through a metro train, and after that you have a option. Once you reach the metro station, from there you can take a cable car, and from there you can visit the Big Buddha, which is on a hilltop. Again, there are two options. You can take a bus which goes directly to the Big Buddha, which is a budget option, and if you want to enjoy the cable car ride, you can do that too. So when we went, the cable car was unfortunately not working. It was under maintenance, so we went to the bus. I have shared the whole experience in my vlog. I'll just share the vlog link on the I button above again. So this was a very good experience. After our Big Buddha visit, there's this Gongping village nearby. The Gongping village is full of cafes and dining restaurants. It is a beautiful looking village with colorful buildings. So we dined there at Ebenezer's and we had very good Indian food there again. And then on day 8 and 9 you can keep it for shopping. As you all know, Hong Kong is very famous for the shopping, whether it is a brand shopping or the street shopping. You will get a lot of stuff to buy. So ladies, please keep in mind, you can keep a day for shopping again. Especially you will get good deals at the outlet malls too. There is a Citygate outlet which is very near to the Big Buddha, so you can check it out for great deals and discounts for your brands. Even in the city there are lot of brand outlets. There are some of the shopping streets which are very famous. Also I have mentioned one of the plazas which is a local shopping area, and you get very cheap stuff there. Everything is discussed in my shopping vlog here in the video, but I will tell you in short which places I visited. Citygate outlets is for the brand shopping. Again, then there is a ladies market for street shopping. Sneaker street is famous for the shopping for sneakers. There is a Kwai Chung Plaza which is a local mall which I visited, which no one will tell you. So there are these shopping places which you must visit when you are in Hong Kong, and I will suggest to keep one day for shopping if you have. So this is your whole itinerary. On day 8 and 9 you can just shop, relax on the last day, and on day 10 you will just leave back home, and with all the good memories of Hong Kong. We really fell in love with the city and didn't want to come back. So now let's talk about how you will shorten your trip for a week. So instead of keeping 2 days for shopping, as I have mentioned in the itinerary, you can just keep 1 day for shopping. You can also visit Macau directly from Hong Kong rather than staying for 2 days in Macau. You can just explore Macau in a day. I have mentioned all the details about how to explore Macau in a day in a video. I will share the link of the video in the description box below. So you can come back on the very same day to Hong Kong. This way you will save one more day in your itinerary. Again, I have also mentioned some of the places which you can keep optional. I have also mentioned previously in the video how you can skip some of the attractions. You can always keep some attractions optional. So this is how you can plan your trip of Hong Kong in a week too. So now we'll discuss the last and the important part of this video, which is the cost. The budget will always vary on your preferences, whether you want to stay in the budget hotel or a luxury hotel, how you have your food. I will just share a glimpse of what may be your expenses and a budget for a couple to visit Hong Kong. Let's talk about the flights. So if you are taking direct flights from Mumbai, again that will be a cost, or else if you really plan ahead and then book in advance, the cost may come down to 30 to 35,000 per person. And then again, visa is free. As I told you, you have to fill the pre-arrival registration form before visiting. Hotels you can take, that will cost you around 10 to 12,000 per day. So for a couple, I am telling all the expenses for a couple right now. So again, food cost. Well, food, I must say, it is very expensive in Hong Kong. So I would suggest to carry ready to eat packets from India. You can just have one meal in your apartment, because we took an hotel apartment, so that was the benefit. We used to cook a little bit in the apartment. So the food cost may cost you around 4,000 per day, so you have to keep in mind. But if you carry your food, a little bit of food from home, like ready to eat meals and all, you can cut down on the food cost. So your total expense may be around 2,30,000 to 2,50,000 for a couple. So this is the final cost breakdown. So I miss talking about commuting. So for commuting, I told you, you can travel for free in Macau if you just consider my tips how to travel for free. And in Hong Kong, it is very easy with your Octopus card. So it will roughly be very minimalistic if you go for the Octopus card and commute around Hong Kong through Octopus card. So you can just calculate that too. So the major cost will be about your flights, visas, hotels, food. So I think in 2,50,000 a couple can easily travel to Hong Kong if you consider, and it all depends on how you want to travel. Again, if you take taxis and stay in a luxury stay, of course your budget will increase that way. So I have almost covered all the important points you will need to travel to Hong Kong. But still, if you have any questions, do leave it in the comment section. I will be happy to reply each and every query. And happy traveling, safe travels. So meet you in the next video with a new destination. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.